It's 8:35. We've got the sheriff with us. We've got Mike with us this morning.
Good morning.
We're excited to be here. All kidding aside, we are. Because the sun's going to shine today.
It is.
It's getting warm outside. It's springtime.
Tomorrow, first day of spring.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is. Are you ready?
I am now.
I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, no kidding.
First day of spring, and we're going to have great weather this weekend.
Yes, we are.
So here we go, right?
Here we go.
You have to be safe.
Absolutely.
Got to be careful out there.
I can't believe you guys didn't like the rainbow joke.
You did?
I did. I loved it. I have a joke.
You have a joke?
Oh, look, the color just drained out of the sheriff's
I'm
face.
not.
That was awesome.
Do I hit his button now, Sheriff, or do I wait a minute?
No, let's see how it starts.
That's always fun. And Mark will like this, too, because it's kind of car related.
Okay.
Jumper Cable walks into a bar.
Okay.
Bartender looks at him and says, "Okay, I'll serve you, but don't start anything."
So anyway.
I think you were right with the comment you made earlier.
Yeah.
None of them are ever.
Oh, I have more. But
Yeah, no.
no, that's
We're good with that.
that's when your
We have
phone.
more important things to talk about this morning.
That's when your phone starts to ring, and it's
And
like,
then we're
"Hello,
in
this is
trouble.
so and so with the FCC, and we have some." Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
So anyway.
Back to spring weather and being safe.
Today is a day of celebration at the Decatur County Sheriff's Department.
You've got, yes.
Yeah. Today is Chris Helming's last day of working.
How
And
many
no,
years?
he's not getting fired.
He's not getting fired.
He's not getting fired.
What a way to announce it if he was, though.
Yeah, that would be exciting. He came to the jail as a detention deputy in July of 2003. And then in August of 2006, he transitioned over to as a merit deputy on the road. So he's been there 23 years, which is obviously a good long time. But he has really been the backbone of our department for several years. He is the quote-unquote old man. His nickname is Pappy.
Okay.
So he's one that never complains. He takes the calls nobody else wants to take. And, you know, we serve a lot of papers for the courts. Obviously, that's part of our job. He's already served more papers this year than anybody else will the rest of this year. He just goes out and does his job and doesn't complain, and we're really, really going to miss him.
It's exciting for him,
Oh, yeah, it is.
but sad for us, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But he's looking at some options of some stuff to do part-time on the side, whatever. Because, again, he like me, he's got to stay busy. He can't just sit around and do nothing. So we're sorry to see him leave, but we're anxious for his next part of whatever's going on in his life.
And today is the official last day.
Today's his last work day. Yes, it is.
All right. That's a bummer, but we're excited for him.
Yeah, again. It's going to be a minute before we get him replaced physically. We're never going to replace him at all, but again, he's been an asset for 23 years.
I was at the commissioners meeting when you went a couple, I think 2 meetings ago,
right.
and you gift him. So let's talk about that when
Yeah, well, it's
Deputy retires.
tradition in law enforcement that after 20 years, when you leave, you get to keep your handgun as a memento and thanks for all you've done for the county. So, you know, I can't do that because technically it's the commissioner's property. So I went to the commissioners and got their approval to obviously gift him his handgun as a show of respect for what he's done.
I love that. I think that is a great
Yeah,
thing.
that's a very small gift to give for somebody that's given 23 years of their life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put their safety on the line every day.
Right. So, yeah, we're going to miss him, but we wish him the best.
I'm sure he'll come back around, right?
Oh, I'm sure he will.
He can't stay away from you.
We are going to shut his key fob off, though.
Oh, okay. So he can only get so far.
Yeah, right. No, that's just kidding. He is obviously welcome anytime.
Very good. Well, congratulations to him.
And he and Kevin Rohr, who work together on the same shift, they have a tradition. If nothing's going on, every day at 1 o'clock, they go to the Westport Dairy Queen and get ice cream.
That is the best tradition I've ever heard.
Yeah. So yesterday, a bunch of us went down at 1 o'clock to the Westport Dairy Queen, and we got ice cream. And they had a sign out front on their sign, their billboard. They had, "Congratulations, Deputy Helmick retirement." And they even gave an ice cream cake.
You know, there's no better way to celebrate a retirement than
Oh,
ice
no.
cream from Westport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that was a nice little surprise for him as well.
Very good.
Yeah.
He may continue that tradition on a daily basis now.
Well, there has been discussion of that, yeah.
There's no reason to give that up
No,
for retirement.
absolutely not.
No,
No. There's never a bad time for ice cream.
never. That's right. Well, congratulations to Chris.
Yeah.
We're excited for him.
So, yeah, anybody out there listening, if you see him out there today or in the next few days, please congratulate him.
That's right. And thank him. It's
Yeah,
a,
that's
it's
true.
a,
Thank
it's a
him, yeah.
tough job, and you guys both know this. When you leave, you never know what the day's going to hold. So.
Right, you don't.
It's very true.
Very good. So, not replacing him right away. How does that work?
Well, he's going to be on the books for a little bit. He's
Okay.
created some vacation time and some PTO time, so he's going to be on the books for a little bit. But we've started the process of getting him his spot replaced.
Spot
not
replaced,
him.
not him.
Not
That's
him,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're working that process now.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations once again. We're excited
Yeah.
for him. And
Well, again, one of the biggest things that he brings to our department, he knows each and every one of the 24,000 people in this county. He knows everybody, and that's a great asset for us to have to rely on, because if we don't know somebody, we can go to Chris and say, hey, Chris, who is this person? And 9 times out of 10, he knows, or knows how to get a hold of them, or whatever the case may be. And again, in our business, that's a very large asset to have.
he's a wealth of information.
Absolutely,
Truly.
he is, yeah.
Maybe you should hire him as a consultant. I'm creating him a job.
Will you go to the council with me at budget time?
I will. I'll go with you, and we will convince them.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we're going to get, but we will do our best.
We'll do that. We'll throw it, yeah, absolutely.
That's right. What else is happening at the Sheriff's Department?
Well, I brought Mike with me this morning because we've added our last piece of the puzzle for the crisis intervention team. He's going to talk about that a little bit. We've hired Sarah Kelso to be our 3rd field officer, so he can talk about that a little bit.
He's going to let you speak, Mike.
I know. I'm so excited.
Don't screw it up.
It doesn't have. Yeah, it's like oh, okay. I'll cross my fingers and hope that, or that it's going to be a long way back to the department.
A long mile and a half,
Yeah,
right?
it's a mile and a half walk. So, no, we were fortunate to be able to put on another CIT response deputy. The call volume and our scheduling was just through the roof. So we were able to add on an additional person. And Sarah had started part-time at the courthouse and was just doing a phenomenal job. And she was one of the folks that was in the process. And it just ended up that she was selected. Not only by my interview team, but by the advisory committee that we use that helps kind of inform our decisions. But she did a fantastic job. In fact, she is actually up in North Indy today, learning all about crisis intervention, stress management. So we've got her in classes already, and she is off and running. So we're excited to get her up to speed and out on the road.
She joins a phenomenal team already that's in place. So let's talk about the people that together make up this CIT.
So she's an additional response deputy, and she's in addition to John Bundick, Tiffany McFarland are the other two, and then myself, and then we have our licensed clinical social worker does more in the jail, and she responds out with us as well as working with the folks that are in the facility, working with them day to day, getting them set to reintegrate back into society or wherever they need to go. So we're, like I say, it's a great team. All those folks are making an incredible difference, and we're really looking forward to having Sarah out and moving and up and running in the community.
Very good.
Yeah, so again, I cannot say enough how much I appreciate all they do, because they are just doing a tremendous job. Again, not everybody needs to be in jail. If it's a mental health issue, and they are addressing those issues and getting people help instead of bringing them to jail, which is a large asset. Excuse me. So.
Getting people to the right spot. That's
Yeah,
the
absolutely,
whole,
yeah.
the whole point of this.
Right.
Yeah, that's the key. It's not as much just keeping everybody out of jail, because obviously there's folks that need to be in there, but it's getting the folks to the right place at the right time, and some of that is just talking with them and handling it at the point of intervention. Some of it is getting them to a facility. Some of them it is getting them to the emergency room if that's where they need to go. But most of the time we're able to either handle it on scene, or we're able to divert them to somewhere where they can get the help that they need at that particular time. And the vast majority of times that's on a voluntary basis on their part, because they know they're in crisis, and they're more than willing to get help. It's just sometimes they just don't know how to get that, and other than call 911, and that's how we get involved.
And I can't praise Des enough for the work she does in the jail. The counseling she does with the inmates and the classes she teaches. We're only a year into this yet, so we really don't have any good stats yet. But to this point, we've had nobody come back to jail, which says a lot for what she does back in jail. So again, another tremendous program as far as that's concerned. And Mike and his team are making a name for themselves in the fact that again, we see lots of things. We have to have some crisis intervention ourselves sometimes for some of the things we see. And a neighboring community had a 9-year-old child die in a horrible accident last week. They reached out to Mike to come down and do a crisis intervention for their folks. So they're making a name for themselves and making an impact not just in Decatur County, but in neighboring communities as well.
I think too, it's important to realize that it all is mental health, but you don't necessarily, it may not be that you're bipolar and need help. It may be that it is a grieving situation or there's other stressors. So it's not necessarily just a one track, what most people would say it's a mental health crisis. It is, but it looks different, right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, we, people will ask me sometimes, well, what is a crisis? I'm like, well, I don't define that. That is up to the person that we're responding to. It could be what you would think of as a traditional mental health issue. It could be a substance use issue. It could be an intellectual disability. Or it could be that person, for whatever reason, a bad car wreck, an unexpected death in the family, some other type of situation that has arisen that has caused them to have the worst day of their life. And so we don't define the crisis. That's done by the person involved. And again, we just use the resources, training, experience, and get them what they need at that particular time.
It's been great work, seen great outcomes, and excited as it continues to grow. And
the resources they provide are phenomenal.
I've said this before, but I think our community has done such a good job of just wrapping their arms around the mental health world at this point and trying to get people to the right spot.
Oh, absolutely. It was really. I didn't expect the kind of outpour of support that we have because it's new. You're dealing with a topic that a lot of people for years just like, oh no, let's not talk about that. Let's keep that. If you have it, great. You deal with it, and we won't talk about it. But it was really interesting and just phenomenal to see the way different organizations, different groups, different community members were doing things, but everything was kind of stovepiped. Everybody was in their own little world. And to be able to put all of those together has not only helped us do our job better, but it is created an atmosphere where we truly are breaking the stigma. We're getting help from all kinds of locations. And it truly has gone from us kind of going out in the community, knocking on doors, talking to people, to now we have groups and organizations from outside of the county coming in to not only offer services from groups that have programs and treatment options, but we've gone from being the group that is out soliciting, hey, how do you do this? What works for you? To now they're coming to us and saying, hey, what is working for you guys? Because we're hearing all these great things. So it's really neat to see how that has come full circle in such a short time. And like I say, I'm extremely proud of it. And, I can't thank the community as well as the leadership for the county and the commission and the council members, but
and the foundation,
as well as the leadership at the department, because it's unwavering, and we thrive because of all those inputs from those folks.
It's been a phenomenal program. It's a record setting, I think, because I look at the numbers and I get the feedback, and it's doing great things, and what a role model for our county, for other counties.
Absolutely,
yes.
Very good. Well, you brought up the ugly word about construction.
Ugh. With a capital C.
On 74, nonetheless.
On 74. I don't know if everybody saw it or not, but the Indiana Department of Transportation put out a press release yesterday. Excuse me, they're going to be starting construction on 74 between us and Shelbyville here real soon. And the press release they put out, kind of like toll roads, they're going to be taking pictures of your license plates and checking your speed through those zones. 11 miles over the speed limit, you're getting a ticket. 11 miles over. So yeah, the first ticket, they're going to verify all this, but before they send out the information, but the registered owner of that vehicle is going to get a ticket. First time you get a warning. Second time it's $75, and then it goes to $150. So it's a warning to all of our citizens out there driving on 74. please be careful. We don't want you getting expensive tickets,
And we want to keep everyone safe.
and we want to keep everyone safe. Absolutely.
So construction will start, and it'll be a little hairy, I think. I'm predicting hairiness out there.
It's going to be a 3-year program, so it's not going to happen overnight by any means. So again, we all need to be cautious. You know, we had a wreck a couple of months ago with NDOT on the interstate out here, where several people got hurt because people weren't paying attention. So again, like you said, pay attention and slow down, and let's not get anybody hurt.
Who chooses 11? Who made that call?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
You may need to talk to Anthony Scott about that.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I want to be inside their head, right? Like, why do we pick 11? Why didn't we pick 8?
Yeah, I can't answer that.
I'll call Anthony Scott, see what
Call
he has
Anthony
to
Scott
say.
and see what he has to say.
That's right.
Tell him I said to call you.
And give me an answer, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. No, that'll be starting here very soon, so pay attention. Stay off your phone. I feel when I'm driving, so I'm gawking. I'm not on my phone, but I see more and more people back on their phones.
Yeah, they are. You know, everybody's invincible, or so they say, so they think. So yeah, you got to be careful.
As the sun is, really coming in today, and we're going to think summertime, so we're thinking motorcycles and farming equipment and Jeeps and all the stuff.
And you brought up a great point there, motorcycles. You know, they're hard to see sometimes. So if you pull up to an intersection, please check 2 and 3 times before you pull out.
And for our motorcycle riders.
Yeah, they need to be aware as well, absolutely.
Sometimes they get a little zippy, and then they zip up on
Sometimes they get a
you.
little zippy, and sometimes cars in front of them stop abruptly. So you got to keep some space in between you and the car ahead of you. Absolutely.
That's right. We just want everyone safe.
We do.
Keep it good.
Yes.
All right. Any other news from the Sheriff's Department?
Nothing exciting, no.
Nothing exciting?
The day-to-day business is going on.
That's what's important, though.
It is.
Absolutely. All right.
And we're going to add Orange Barrel to our list of mental health triggers.
I think that's a great idea.
So.
I see the Orange Barrels in 74, which is a normal route for me every day, and I saw them put up, and my route has changed, and now I come down 421 because I just think I just don't need to add traffic to that.
It's going to be congested, so there's no sense in getting mad about it. Just you're going to have to live with it.
That's right. So I just go a different way.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. All right, Mike, if people are out there listening and CIT is of interest of them, or they know someone or themselves they need help, how do they go about getting a hold of you?
So a couple different ways. They can call into the department, of course. That is one of the easiest ways. And all of the contact information actually is on the Sheriff's app. So if they don't have that on their phone, strongly encourage you to get that on there. It is a wealth of information. Not only are you getting news bulletins and weather updates and things of that nature, but it has all of the resources and contact information for the various groups and units at the department. So that is a great idea. They can always call into the 911 dispatch, but please utilize the non-emergency number. That's helpful for those folks. But they can find us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So.
All right. The app is a good point. We don't want to go off without saying that. I have it. I love it. Keeps you very up to date.
Did the weather alerts burn you up?
They did, but it was okay.
Yeah.
I need to know what was happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yes, you do get a lot of alerts when the weather is changing and we have storms coming, but it keeps you well aware of what's going on. And
I just like it because it opens up and there's this sheriff's bright smiling face right there.
It is right there.
Just right
so
there.
if you're having a down day, download the app.
You just get a little smile from the sheriff.
Turn his mic
off. Just
going
right
on. The line. He went too far.
Yeah.
I have to agree with him on that. You just
but again, there is a lot of information where you wouldn't necessarily need to call the sheriff's department or dispatch. You can find a lot of the information on that app. So we are encouraging folks to download that app. Again, it's free.
And it's just under Decatur County Sheriff's
Decatur
Department?
County Sheriff. Yes.
All right.
Decatur County, Indiana Sheriff. Yes.
Make sure you get Indiana.
Make sure
That's
you get
important.
Indiana. Yes.
Yeah, but then on all the platforms you can get it. And like I said, I have it. I downloaded it that day you came in, and I was like, "It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Love it." So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for being in with me this morning.
Thank you. Have a great sunshiny day.
It's gonna be. And spring's tomorrow. Get ready.